will probably leave these braids in for another 2 weeks or 3 or 4. Child, just depends on how I'm feeling, okay? Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sapphire, and today, woo, child, I need to wash my scalp, honey. It's been about 2 weeks since I've had these braids in, and my scalp need a good washing. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to walk around having a stinky scalp. If my scalp is not smelling fresh, it needs to be washed immediately, okay? Because having a clean scalp with braids or without is a must for me. So I'm gonna show you guys how I wash my scalp with braids in. So let's get started. So you'll need a spray bottle with warm water. This is the shampoo I'm using, but you can use any shampoo of your choice. Just make sure you're using a shampoo that will easily remove dirt, debris, buildup from your scalp, and also leave your scalp nice and clean. So more of a clarifying shampoo would be best. Okay, I sectioned my hair into 2 because I'm going to work in sections. So I'm going to start at the top. So right now I'm saturating my scalp with water. You want to make sure your scalp is really wet, because when you apply the shampoo on your scalp, you'll get a good lather, which will result in a clean scalp. Also be mindful, this can get a little messy. So if you're doing this out of the shower, you may want to have a couple of towels on standby because water will be dripping, but that's all right because your scalp is getting clean. Okay, you want to apply the shampoo directly on your scalp and use your fingers to rub the shampoo in. If you have a soft bristle toothbrush, you can use that to help remove any buildup or dandruff, but I decided to use my fingers to rub the shampoo in instead. Make sure you're being gentle as you rub the shampoo in so you don't cause any frizz or breakage. So I'm going to repeat these steps and make sure my entire head is covered in shampoo, and then I'll come back once it's time for me to rinse it out. Okay, now it's time for me to rinse the shampoo out, and to do this without getting my braids soaking wet, I'm putting my braids in a loose bun. You want to make sure the bun is loose so you're able to rinse each section of your scalp properly. As I'm rinsing out the shampoo, I'm making sure to rub my fingers against my scalp to help remove any dandruff or buildup I may have. I'm rinsing my hair in sections, so starting in the front, and then I'll work my way towards the back. So I always do a scalp smell test after rinsing my hair to see if my scalp is smelling fresh and clean how I like it. So I'm just rubbing my fingers along my scalp, and then I'll smell my fingers, and this will help me determine if I need to go in with a second wash. I still smell a little product buildup on my scalp, so I'm going back in with another wash. As you can see, the shampoo lathers really well during the second wash because the first wash removed majority of the oils from my scalp. During this second wash, I'm making sure to gently exfoliate my scalp to increase blood circulation and to loosen any leftover product buildup and dandruff I may have. As I'm rinsing out the shampoo, I'm making sure to hold my bun upward so my braids don't get drenched. Now your braids will get a little wet, but keeping your braids in a loose bun will prevent your braids from being soaking wet. After rinsing out the shampoo, I wrapped my braids in a towel and kept my braids wrapped for 30 minutes to help soak up as much water as possible. I had to switch towels because the first towel was soaking wet. So this is how my scalp is looking after double cleansing. My scalp smells good, looks healthy, and is squeaky clean. I love having a fresh, clean scalp. So I just got finished washing my hair, and now I'm going to use the TGIN Rose Water Curl Refresher. My hair is not curly, but I'm going to apply this on my braids because it smells really, really good, and I want my braids to smell good like it. My braids don't stink, but I want them to have a nice pleasant smell to them since I didn't wash my actual braids and my hair is wet. I don't want it to have that wet, damp smell. That's not what we're going for. So I'm just gonna spray some of this on my braids, and yeah. Smells so good. It smells like shampoo, honestly. I'm just gonna lightly spray this on my scalp, just lightly. And I also have somewhere to be. I'm going to go get a facial. That's another reason why I wanted to wash my scalp, because I have a facial appointment in the next 3 hours. If you ever had a facial, you know that the esthetician is like right behind your head. And I don't want my esthetician seeing like flakes or smelling my scalp. Plus, I don't want to see flakes and smell my scalp. So it was time for me to wash my scalp. And so that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and did it today. I'm not going to have my esthetician behind my head and it's not looking great, okay? I'm not about to put her through that, okay? Now I'm going to apply buttercream on my braids where my hair is, so that way I can moisturize my natural hair, about this much. I'm just gonna apply the cream where my natural hair is. Make sure you take care of your natural hair when you are wearing braids or any protective style. Okay, just like that. And these braids were boho braids, so I had the human hair pieces in the braids, but I decided to cut those out because they were getting on my nerves. So if you see like these little tiny pieces like this, like little tiny human hair pieces sticking out of the braid, so I'm just cutting those pieces out to make my braids look as neat as possible. Okay, it's time for me to oil my scalp, and you already know I'm using fenugreek oil. Link in the description to purchase yours. I'm just going to start at the top. Okay, this next part is optional. You can either use mousse or some type of leave-in cream. I think I'm gonna use a leave-in cream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a leave-in cream for this step. So what I'm going to do, just gonna apply a generous amount of the leave-in cream on my hair at the top. So apply it on there like this. Get those edges. Okay, once that's rubbed in there, I'm gonna apply my scarf. I do apply it a little tight, but you don't have to apply it as tight as I do. And I'm just gonna tie this like that. I'm gonna leave it like this since I do have to leave in the next 3 hours to go and get my facial. I am going to blow dry my braids and a little bit of the top area, but I'm gonna leave this scarf on until it's time for me to go, and then I'll come back and show you guys how it looks. And yeah, so let me get my blow dryer. Okay, I have my blow dryer, so I'm just gonna blow dry my braids, and I'm also gonna blow dry the top part of my head. I want to make sure that my hair is at least 90% dry because I will be laying on my esthetician's table and I don't want to leave any wet spots whenever I get up. So I'm gonna make sure my braids are dry. Okay, so it's been an hour, so I'm going to remove my scarf and show you guys how my braids are looking. My scalp is feeling and smelling good. This is how my braids are looking. I still have to cut some of the human hair pieces off, bypass that. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showing you guys how I wash my scalp in braids. I will probably leave these braids in for another 2 weeks. Or 3 or 4. Child, just depends on how I'm feeling, okay? But thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.